There was a WCW event in 1996 in the little town I'm from in West Texas. Now, I was 16. I just had my provisional driver's license, and so my friends and I, our of-age friend, Pete, and my buddy Franklin, we got tickets and went to the auditorium, and it was a blast. But we weren't getting like Hogan and Roddy Piper but the two big dudes that were going to be there were Hall and Nash. Considering we were getting Hall and Nash, we didn't really have a lot of people at the arena. It was like half full. The upper decks were empty. We get to the end of the show, and it's Nash and Scott Hall coming out. Like Public Enemy is talking shit in the ring about how they could beat up anybody. And, Pete, Franklin, and I are down there as they're walking out of the entrance, and he two-sweets my friend Franklin, and Franklin hands out his booklet. He wants Nash to sign his autograph, and Nash says he's going to get him on the way out. The thing that's important to know about my friend Franklin is that he has really bad IBS, and anything will set him off. So food, stress, excitement, and this was excitement. So they get to the ring, they're doing their thing, and Franklin starts squirming. He's starting to get real antsy, and he's trying to hold on, and we're telling him, go to the restroom, we'll get the autograph for him. He's like, no, I'm going to get the autograph. He's going to try to hold out, and they're doing a lot of talking in the ring. Eventually, Franklin shits his pants really hard, super hard, like audibly hard. And his face goes white, and he's all sweaty. And instead of going to the restroom like a normal person, he duck waddles up to the nosebleeds. And there's not a lot of people up there. So he goes up, gets behind one of those pylons. He takes off his pants. He takes off his underwear. He gets shit all over his shoes. So he takes off his shoes. He leaves his underwear and his shoes at the top of the auditorium behind the pylon and comes back down in his pants and his socks. And Nash and Hall kick Public Enemy's ass. They come back down, and he very happily gets his autograph.
What a wild call. This is almost the crowning achievement of this very podcast. If you don't know what IBS is, I believe it's irritable bowel syndrome, which means you gotta shit all the time. You be shitting. You don't have control of your shit. And I think I would have made this the title of the whole podcast. This story is obviously titled Shitty Hall and Nash, and I don't think I could put that as the title of the podcast. But this is everything I'm looking for in a story. Everything. And it reminds me of a story that I wanted to share that I don't know if I've really told on air before. It was Monday Nitro, 1998. I got free tickets from the radio station. I went with some of my high school friends. Now, as someone who's been body conscious their whole life, the Wow potato chips had just come out. And Wow were fat-free because they had this new ingredient called Olestra, or Olean as they were marketing it. And I, before the show, had eaten a whole bag of them because these chips were fat-free, and in 1998, I thought they would be healthy for me. Years later, Olestra or Olean was taken off the market because it was known to literally tear up your insides. The government was like, you're not allowed to have this product on the shelf. It is so bad for human consumption. Well, when the government said that, it was after I had eaten a whole bag and went to Monday Nitro. So the whole night, I was farting and shitting so much. I would come for one match, I would run back. I would come for another match, and I'd try to let out one or two farts, and then I'd run back. And everyone in the section not only knew it, but they could smell it. And I remember hearing a guy behind me being like, somebody's farting again. And I was very embarrassed, and I felt a lot of shame. And although I did not get Hall or Nash's autograph, I did meet the rap group Do or Die, who are from Chicago, a reference not many people are going to get, but for me, it was like everything at the moment. And I always think one of the funniest things, because Do or Die are a notorious hip-hop and rap group from Chicago, and the only people who recognized them were me and my white friends from the suburbs of Chicago. But for your friend, that's the way I can kind of relate to your friend with IBS. There's nothing really I can add to your story. It was wonderful. I'm picturing everything. Just gets rid of his clothes and is now going to finish out the night with no shirt, no shoes, just socks and pants? That's the only thing left that didn't have shit on it? Great call. Thank you. And tell your friend thank you. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. While you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.